Well, it must be late August here. I am going to try and start this forgotten, and I do mean forgotten, 85 olds Delta88 Royale Brougham. I put some air in that tire yesterday and I noticed that the car must have shifted forward at some point. Really not good for it to be sitting that close to the edge like that. You can see that it's kind of bulging here. It's not really good on the belts, especially if the tire is low on pressure, so I'm going to back the car up, hopefully without knocking any of these blocks out. Looks like one sunk in the ground pretty good here. Oh, my silly so-called genius idea might not have been so genius after all, but anyway, in hindsight it did prevent, well, there's tons of airflow under the vehicle, right? That was kind of the whole idea of this. It is what it is. But regardless, I'm just going to try and back it up ever so slowly, and hopefully nothing happens. Anyway, but yeah, that's not really very good on the tires. So I'm going to try and throw a battery in it. Never did anything with the vinyl top. Of course, thanks to stupid COVID and this nonsense, so looks like I won't be dealing with that this year either. No lights, so I don't think there's a battery in it. It's been sitting here. I haven't even started this car in months. Actually, I don't think I started it. I think the last time I started it, there was snow on the ground. So that just goes to show you how neglected it is. 117,818. There's still even some sandblasting sand in here. I said I was going to vacuum it out and just bring the generator over, and that never happened. It is what it is. So, yeah. Whatever. Sometimes things happen. Looks like the headliner's starting to kind of, just like any other GM. Oh, that doesn't want to stay up very well either. Nice spot about this specific location is that there's shade here till 3 a.m. About 3:30, 4 o'clock in the evening, afternoon. And even still, then there's only about 3 hours of sunlight. The car is still more partially covered anyway. It's just the hood that's exposed to the sun. And then around 6 o'clock, all the shade is back from all those trees over there. So it's really a nice shady spot. You don't have to worry about the UV rays or anything. The dash is in great shape. It never saw the sun at all this summer. So I'm gonna start it. Hopefully it'll start. Drop the battery in it and see what happens. This battery was out of the station wagon, so I know there's some sufficient power to crank it over. The fuel pump is probably dry, and whatever fuel is in it is probably long stagnant. That's of course my stupidity. There's a problem when you own all these vehicles. It's like some of them get neglected sometimes. You don't do it deliberately. As a car guy, you kind of feel guilty when you do manage to let it happen for so long, but it is what it is. At least everything stayed clean considering the car stayed outside. I might end up clay barring it and giving it a good bath, possibly next week. There's probably a lot of tree guck on it just from sitting, so I'll give it a good bath. I'll just wheel the power washer over here, and I'll give it a good bath over here. There's not really any point in me taking it off the blocks for this, because I don't imagine I'll drive it, so it'll probably sit here for another winter. So, dry check the oil. Just gonna dry check it. Looks like it needs an oil change too. Yeah. I don't know. Seems like every car nut I speak to, they always say to leave the old oil in the crankcase when you're storing it. I don't know why. Probably just an old mechanic's tale, but regardless. I'll leave that open. Oh, we have a dinger box. Okay, this is nice and easy to get into with it being so high. So, all the lights work. I hope I don't crap out one of those blocks, because I'll be in trouble. 3 pumps. Try it. Maybe 2 more. She's low on fuel. 2 more. I hear fuel splashing in the tank. So it must be pumping or priming. There's no return lines on these, I don't think. Yeah. Try it again here. Oh, there it goes. She's running. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let this run for about an hour. Try and get most of that fuel out of there. That fuel that's in there is from the wetting, so it's been in there 2 years. I know, not good. It's all my fault. My stupidity and neglect. So I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna kick it down. I'm not gonna let it race that high. Moth, get out of here. Be free. Oh, did I kill him? Oh, sorry, buddy. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna just let it warm up and kick the idle down all the way down. Because if I dump it into gear with it racing that high, I'm definitely gonna throw out one of those blocks. So I'm gonna let it run. I might bring the generator over here. I had a cancellation or a no-show today, so I mean, I might as well do something productive here. And expired in 2019. Yeah, so this thing hasn't moved in a while. Anyway, whatever. I only drive one at a time. If the air conditioner works. It's been 2 years. Held or not, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Very low on refrigerant though. Cycling pretty quick. And these things keep falling off. I have to glue them on. That's actually wrong. Anyway. Okay. So we'll let it at that for now. Alright, so she's been puttering away here for about 20 minutes now. I kicked the idle down about, well, 15 ago anyway. So I'm going to try and back this thing up. I'm going to hope for the best here. I just need to back up a couple inches. This one here is definitely the worst. The concern is that this one might kick out on me, so if it happens, I guess, right? Alright, so it's a little bit better. Not bad. I might try and see if I can back up a little more. Well, I can't go back much further though, however. The old girl quit on me. She's definitely been sitting a while, so... Actually, I might be out of luck. I don't think I'll be able to go back any further. Because then I'll be over... Well, maybe I'll try it. The poor old sow. Yeah. Well, I'm just so thankful that I didn't overstep the... or go over the blocks, because this car sits lower than the Cutlass. It would have made a crunch if it would have came down. So, I wouldn't have been too happy. Good news is that the air conditioner actually works very well in this still. It was very cold in here, and it's even, well, like, it's on the second fan control speed, and it was you know, pretty cool in here when the window was up. It's about 22 degrees today centigrade. Mind you that, you know, there's no humidity. But I mean, it is blowing cold. I mean, on a day like today, if you needed just to, you know, throw it on for a few minutes there just to kind of flush out the humidity. I mean, the radio, I don't know if it works anymore. It's doing the same thing the Buick did. So, well, maybe it does work. Yeah, so, anyhow. But yeah, good running vehicle. Just stalled on me the once, but I mean, oh well. I'll let her run and reposition the blocks a little better, and I think I'll shut her down for the day here.